Hello, Scorpio. What is good with you guys? This is your mid-month reading for July 2023, where basically what I'm doing here is I'm looking for a change of timelines. Because I like to give so much advice in my readings, I personally feel like that's the most important part of the whole reading. That's just me. But if you take that advice, especially collectively, that has the potential to change your timeline. So that's the intention I am putting into the mid-months. If you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, please check the description of this video. I'm pretty sure by now most of you have caught the memo, but I've turned all the pre-recorded personal readings back on. So I will let everybody know if that changes again in the future, if my schedule gets all jammed up again or whatever, you know. Also, there's a new course available in my School of Self-Mastery, Aligning with Your Life's Purpose. It's only an $8 course, but I think it's very important information because I get that question all the time. So if you are interested, all of that information is on my website, tarotwithrich.com, and that's in the description of this video. Okay, enough of the shameless plugs. Let's just jump right into this. All right, we starting these off with the past person. All right. Anything change? Actually, honestly, here with these mid-months, there's been a few signs. There's been a few signs who have changed some timelines pretty dramatically with their past person. All right, let's see here. Boom, Hangman reversed. It's kind of looking like you're getting a little bit tired of waiting on this. I'm just not waiting on it no more. 10 of Cups reversed. That's about as point blank as it gets, isn't it? So you're healing from this shit, dude. It's like, nah, man, I want to heal from this. Look. 5 of Cups and 10 of Wands both reversed. But we got that King of Cups there, though. It's all good, man. Yeah, Queen of Swords. See, the more you heal, the more it's like, I don't want to say you're losing interest. I mean, you kind of are, but it's more like being able to see clearly. And King of Cups, Queen of Swords, King of Cups, you're seeing things clearly. Your judgment isn't being clouded by heavy negative emotions of heartbreak and sadness, because that can really distort your perception big time. Oh, big time. And as the process of energy transmutation and just fucking getting wiser, you know? Like, even whether you're transmuting the energy or not, at some point you're gaining wisdom. And most of the healing path is conscious effort, but there's a lot of the healing path that's not. There's part of the healing path that kind of develops by itself. You know, the evolution of consciousness and the, you know, accumulation of wisdom and whatnot. That there's a part of that does happen very organically. And it's just like, I can see clearly now. I was a fucking idiot, you know? So, let's see how this person feels about you, though. Usually, when one person starts to heal, the other one starts to finally realize what they fucked up. Usually. Not always, but let's see how this person feels. How does the past person feel about Scorpio? How does the past person feel about Scorpio? King of Wands. See? They got 5 of Cups upright. So they're not healing. They're not healing. I do feel like they want to clear the air with you, though. They do want to clear the air with you So, as you know, whenever, especially for those of you dealing with something recent, oh, it's the worst when it's recent, but usually when two people break up, very frequently, you see one person they're just having the time of their life, aren't they? Oh man, they're happy, they're free, they're living it up, having a good old time, And that is usually what? Bullshit. That's what it is. Bullshit. That's bullshit. So the little show they've been putting on that looks like they're having a great time, forgot you existed. Like what? Scorpio? Scorpio who? I don't know a Scorpio. Who's that? That's bullshit. Bullshit. They ain't healing from this. No, they ain't. I think they've been waiting on you to break the silence. They want to clear the air with you. They just don't quite know where you stand exactly. They don't know if you're holding a grudge, if you're still mad at them, if you would send them on their way, telling them to eat shit and die. They don't know. They're not 100% sure. Not 100% sure. Could be a Sagittarius for some of you. Also have Leo here. Oh, Gemini for some of you. But man, that Lover's card indicates that they still feel your energy so strong. You're like their arm, basically. Like, they still kind of feel like you're a part of them. I don't think they like that. I don't think so. Let's see if they are taking any action towards you. Are they taking any action towards Scorpio? Past person. Past person taking any action towards Scorpio. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Two of Cups reversed. King of Pentacles. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. No. Let's get the advice then. Would it be a good idea for Scorpio to initiate communication? What would happen? What would happen? What would happen if Scorpio initiated communication? The Moon card. It's saying that if you were to initiate communication right now, this person would probably ignore you. Or at best, string you along. With the Page of Cups, Four of Cups. And you see that happen. I see that come through like that all the time. Where very frequently somebody will be wanting you to reach out, like sitting there waiting for you to reach out, but not so y'all can fix this, so they can reject you. That would make them feel good about themselves if they could reject you. Kind of feel like this person would probably ignore you, or again, at best, string you along. Go back and forth. In the morning, we're going back and forth, communicating real good. Then all of a sudden, poof, disappear. And you hear from them like 2 days later, pick right back up, and then poof, hot and cold, on and off, in and out, acting one way one day, another way another day. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling like would happen here. What it's telling me, the advice. I love it when the High Priestess and the Moon card come out together. Fool card in the reverse. Two of Wands. Hang back. Hang back. I want you to plan for a conversation at some point in time in the future. At some point. Plan for a conversation with this person. Now, here's what you're going to do. Here's what you're going to do. I want you to dedicate your life to making sure that the next time you talk to this person, they have to get to know you all over again. All over again. You need to change so drastically and so dramatically that as soon as you open up your mouth and start talking, they're like, who the fuck are you and what did you do with Scorpio? You know? Man, I love that reaction when somebody thinks they know you. You know? They think they know you like the back of their damn hand. And in all fairness, at one point they probably did. Not saying they didn't. But there are people out there to a degree that they hold on to the version of you that they had power over. They hold on to that. And when you evolve up out of that version of you, that pisses them off. They don't like that. They don't like that one damn bit. All right, let's move past this. You need to heal and evolve so hardcore they got to get to know you all over again, dude. All right, let's look at the next soul contract coming in. Next person due to come in. Due to come in. Let's see. Oh, Page of Swords reversed. You know what that tells me? This isn't as random as you may think. I think it's going to kind of be disguised as a random, unexpected connection with somebody. And while on your part, it might be random and unexpected, but not on their part. I think this person already has their eye on you. Is this somebody you know? I don't know about all that, but it's definitely somebody who already knows you exist. And to be honest with you, I'm not 100% convinced that this is somebody you would suspect. So if you have your eye on a certain person, I don't know. I don't know about all that. I don't think that's them. Maybe for a couple of you, but I feel like for the majority of you, this is somebody that you would never expect. But of course, 3 of Cups, 8 of Cups. So there's a third energy in the mix here. As always, you know what I've just become convinced of throughout my line of work? 95% of human beings on the planet right now are still energetically tied to the majority of the people they dated in their life. I'm just convinced of it. I'm just convinced of it. I mean, I see it happen all the fucking time. Every time I read a new connection, there's at least one person bringing past vibrational baggage because they haven't done an ounce of fucking healing. So there's a third energy in there. Now, I don't think there's a third party, but there is a third energy. Does that make sense? Meaning, I don't think that this is somebody that they're like actively talking to or dating or anything like that. But this person's energy is still tangled in their auric field and stuck to them like glue. And believe it or not, even if they never speak to that person ever again, that person's energy can influence the connection. Oh, yes, it can. Oh, yes, it can. Mm-hmm. Okay. But I'm thinking that you're kind of taking a step back and at least going through the pros and cons in your own head as to whether or not this is something that you should partake in or if you just want to be single and independent. Even if right now you're really thinking, I want to be in a relationship, I'm lonely, this and that, whoop-de-whoop. I don't think you'll be thinking that when you connect with this person. Weirdly enough. I know you don't believe me right now, some of you, but watch. Let's look at their intentions. What are their true feelings and intentions? Okay. They have a fear of abandonment, a fear of rejection. Page of Wands reversed. Okay. Hierophant reversed. Yeah, they got a fear of commitment. Man, this person's a mess, dude. This person's a fucking mess. Oh, man, how am I going to put words to this? Okay. Yeah, of course, the fucking Ten of Cups comes out. Okay, all right. So their intentions aren't bad. I don't want to say their intentions are bad, but they are, by the time they connect with you, they're going through a transitionary process from their last relationship. Okay, fair enough. It happens. But more than likely, this person has been trying to date people. Like, say, for example, they got out of a relationship 3 months ago. They've been trying to date people, and they keep getting their feelings hurt. So every time they date somebody, they get hurt. That lowers their vibration. And then they attract somebody else who matches that same frequency, manifests the same outcome, reinforces that vibration. And now they're at the point where they are just so jaded. They're becoming jaded. Like they're just pretty much expecting to get fucked over and ghosted. Kind of, sort of. To where they may sabotage this themselves and not even really realize it. And I think you're kind of picking up on that energy too. And that's one of the reasons why you're kind of like feeling weird about this connection, you know? Intentions aren't bad though. At the end of the day, 10 of Cups is what they want. Same fucking thing we all want. But how to go about doing that? And you know what breaks my heart, dude? You know what this feels like? Somebody that's just desperately on a dating app. Man, lots of clients that come to me. Oh, I've been on this dating app, you know, and it's like, oh my God. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm sure one of you will. But I've never witnessed. This is just me. This is just Rich Lopp. I'm not saying this is fact. This is just my own experience. I've never witnessed a true pair of actual successful life partners who came together on a dating app. I've just never seen it happen. Again, that doesn't mean it's never happened. I'm sure it's happened somewhere out there in the ether of recorded history, but I've never seen it happen. I ain't never seen it happen. By the time you're on the frequency that will attract in your actual person, you would have no desire to be on a dating app. So it doesn't really make sense energetically. From a vibratory level, it doesn't make any sense. Does that make sense? Anyway, though, I'm going to back away from that little pathway. No sense in digging up that rabbit hole in this video. That's a different topic for a different video for another time. Okay, whatever. Let's look at the outcome for the first month. Outcome for the first month of the next connection. What's the outcome for the first 30 days of the next person coming in? Boom. High Priestess reversed. Now, you're just struggling with this internally and energetically. What your eyes see, what your heart feels, and what your intuition feels are three different things. you're trying to vibe this person out, and you're having a hard time vibing this person out. I'm kind of feeling, honestly, like you're going to back away from this and choose to be single. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling like you're going to end up doing. This person just makes you feel too fucking weird and nervous. There's too much anxiety here. Too much. Feels too off. And at the end of the day, like I always say, and I know I've said this to you before, Scorpio, if you pay more attention to how somebody makes you feel than you do how you feel about them, if we could get everybody on this planet to wake up and make that adjustment, lots of people would be backing out of connections. How many relationships right now do you know where they're not happy? They're not happy. They're miserable. Absolutely miserable. Why is that? Because at least one person is more hung up on how they feel about the person, and they completely ignore how the person makes them feel. If being connected with you makes me miserable, I don't care how I feel about you. I don't care how much I love you. If every time I'm around you, I walk away with nothing but anxiety, I'm losing sleep at night because I don't know whether or not I'm good enough, I'm questioning my self-worth, fuck you, dude. Sorry. Fuck you, dude. Kind of feeling like that's what you're going to do here. Kind of feeling like that's what you're going to do. Back away from this and choose to be single. Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, both reversed. Let's get the advice. Oh, did I mention the Emperor? By the way, could be an Aries, Sagittarius. Also have Virgo here and Cancer. What is the advice? Is that the best move for Scorpio to make right now? What's the advice? Advice, advice. What is the best advice? Ten of Pentacles reversed. Okay. All right. Okay. I got to be real careful how I word this shit. Be picky, but be simple. Simple. Simple, 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 simple. Let me tell you a little something about the universe. The universe is mind-bogglingly complex, but it's not complicated. It's simple. Very simple. We want to think about some shit that is so simple that it almost sounds petty. Simple, common sense shit. And I'm going to revert back to my list of 3 things. Do I know how you feel about me? Do I know what your intentions are? But most importantly, do I know for a fact that I can trust you? I would have to say that's probably number 1 on the list. Ask yourself that at the end of a 1-month period of consistently talking to, hanging out with, dating, and definitely sleeping with somebody. Am I 100% confident that I can trust you? Now, I'm telling you, you don't know how important that is. I guarantee you, bet you anything. I could go out right now and grab any random person who's out there in the dating world right now, ask them who they're seeing, who they're talking to, And at least one of them isn't 100% sure if they can trust the other person. And very frequently, it's because they can't. It's because they can't. So many people out here seeing and dating people, and they don't know if they can trust them. That's not the person the universe picked for you. If you're talking to somebody, dating somebody, and you wake up one Monday morning and you say, so what'd you do last night? Oh, I went over to my mom's house and my mom cooked she made a big pot of chili and we had some chili and watched the game. And that's what I did last night. And something hits you right in the gut. And you're like, you're hiding something. You're hiding something. What are you hiding? That's not all you did this weekend. If you even did that at all, something's off. You just have that feeling, man. And you suppress it because you want to believe them. You want to. But in your head, and it's eating at you all day long. It's like, what are you hiding from me? And then usually what people do is they end up coming to a tarot card reader and paying for a reading, asking, what is this person's intentions and how do they feel about me? And I'll always tell them, do you believe that the one person the universe picked for you is somebody that you would trust so little that you need to come pay me your hard-earned money for a reading? Now, I'm not belittling you for getting a reading. What I'm doing is I'm sending you on your way with something to think about. Because my goal is that when you watch one of my videos or you buy a reading from me, I send you on your way with some things to think about that you can apply to your life that will help you. Most readers don't do that. Most readers are actually a lot more like your friend who sits next to you in math class and gives you the answer to the test. Yo, Jimmy, what's the answer to number 10? 75. Okay, cool. I got the answer. But did that really help you? I gave you a little quick fix there for the moment. But what are you going to do the next time you run into a problem like that? Just keep going back to Jimmy? My goal is to be the teacher, to give you something to think about, so that the next time you run into a problem like that, unless you want to, you're free to, but you don't have to come back to me or anybody else for guidance ever again. That's my goal. That's why I say these things. Let's see here. Yvette, thank you so much for that super chat. I greatly appreciate you. Okay. All right. Sorry, I went on a tangent. I've been going on tangents today, haven't I? All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up with just some general advice. Go ahead and wrap her up with some general advice, man. Just general. Boom, 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 boom. What general advice do we have for Scorpio? General advice. Boom. Ooh. Oh, man. Getting spicy. Okay, hang on. Okay. All right. How many of you out there would love to improve your life? And when I say improve your life, I'm talking about, improving your life to where your life transforms into something that is unlike anything you've ever experienced before. You want an improvement in all areas, facets, and aspects. Your love life, career, finance, family, all the way around. I want everything in my life to completely and totally transform. Okay. In order to do that, there is going to be a tear down and rebuild process. This is one of those things that a lot of teachers and gurus don't explain to you, that if you start making quantum leaps in evolution and you start ascending rapidly on a vibratory level, The universe has to clear shit out of your life to make room for the new shit to come in. Let's say it's money. Let's say you start getting on a manifestation path. You want to manifest finance. You're consuming all the fucking information you can about money manifestation. You go subscribe to High Vibe TV and watch my series. You're reading all the books. You're watching all the videos. And you start really doing the damn thing. And you get on that path. And you stay on it. Well, suddenly, you walk into work one day. And something's off. Something's off. Your friends who are your coworkers are acting a little bit funny and a little bit shady. Your boss is giving you the side eye. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? It's scary as fuck. Okay, maybe everybody's just having a bad day. Okay, all right, let me just get through today. Go home and get some rest. Come back tomorrow, same thing. It's getting worse. It's getting worse and worse and worse. What's happening is you're changing vibrations. You are no longer a frequency match to that source of income. So if you're ascending that rapidly and you're not paying attention and you're not careful, which when we're new on the path, I've never seen anybody that this doesn't happen to new on the path who's unfamiliar with the manifestation process. The universe is like, oh, okay. I got you. Okay, well, that old source of income has got to go. I'm sorry. So it doesn't matter if you're on a manifestation path or not, though. I just said that because I know quite a few of you are. But anything in your life, whether it's your job, whether it's the connections that you share with your friends or family, especially if it's your marriage or your relationship, if you are expending all of your life source energy, desperately clinging to something for dear life that you know would crumble to the ground if you just stepped away from it and let it go, sometimes you got to ask yourself, what is the universe trying to tell me? What's the universe trying to tell me? Do I personally believe that if the universe wanted this person in my life, that I would have to cling to them for dear life to keep them in my life? Do I believe that the universe picked somebody to be in my life that I would have to fight for? If I have to fight to keep you in my life, are you even supposed to be here? If you're ever wondering, this is just a little test. This is not the end all be all, but this is a good little piece of thought candy to entertain from time to time. Ask yourself, what would happen if I just stepped back and let go of anything, of my marriage, of my job, of my connection with my best friend? What would happen if I would just step back and not show up to work one day? What would happen? Would they already be going through the ads to put out an ad for a new job, going through applications to hire somebody new, forgot about my existence? Or would my boss be on the phone like, yo, please come in, don't quit, I'll give you a 50-cent raise, I'll give you $1 raise, please come in, please come in? If I was to just stop texting you, if I would just step back and quit putting in the effort, would I ever fucking hear from you again? Would you be hitting me up like, yo, what's up? I haven't heard from you in a little bit. You all right? Or would you just drift away? Again, this is not the end all be all, but it's something to think about. Something to think about. I have a feeling that there's probably a good, decent little handful of you out there who have been clinging to something for too long. trying to make this friendship work, trying to make this relationship work. And you know that if you step back and let go of it for a fucking millisecond, it would crumble to the ground. Well, the universe can't bless you with new shit if you're busy clinging to the old shit. It's just all there is to it, dude. Think about that. All right, I feel like those were the messages that my Scorpio friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all again for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all of the love, support, and positive feedback y'all still continue to show me every single time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And for those of you who have just tuned in, all of the pre-recorded personal readings have been turned back on. Okay, so also don't forget to catch my new course and my School of Self-Mastery, How to Align with Your Life's Purpose. It's only $8. All of that information is on my website, tarotwithrich.com, and that's in the description of this video. All right, I'm out of here now, y'all. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.